Switching gears here, it was a scary scene at a high school football game in Texas last night. Check out what happened. A player got upset after he was ejected from the game. After leaving the field, the player ran back on, body slammed the official. The ref fell hard and remained on the turf for quite a while. The player ended up getting escorted off the field by police officers, and the official was checked out by paramedics for a possible concussion. What should happen to this player, Al?
It's tough. Jeff, you played high school and college football, so I want to hear from you. But I look at this as a young man that obviously clearly has anger management issues. Is this assault? Absolutely. The question for all of us is, what do we do with the 17, 16-year-old kid? Do we charge him with assault? He now has a felony or something on his record, kick him out of school. His life will go down the path that usually happens to people that happens to. Or do we attempt to save him? If that was my father, that was that referee, I would say to heck with this kid. But I do wonder, kind of like your point last time, Sam, do we want to use the carrot or the stick in this situation?
Well, here's a question, too, and I don't know, I'm going to ask you and Jeff and Sam if you know this. Is CTE a real possibility for someone at that age? Could he have anger issues and impulse control problems because of concussions he got during football? Not that excuses it.
Jeff, did you ever have trouble managing your impulses while you're playing football because of the rigorous, whether you've been concussed before or whether it was just being in that mentality with the testosterone?
Yeah, I've dealt with anger issues my whole life, and my temper, not to this degree of like attacking a ref, but definitely I look back in my past and I've had moments, you know, in high school that I was kicked out of a game in high school that I'm not proud of. I still think about it as a learning lesson when I look back at it. Nothing to the point where I body slammed a ref or anything like that, but at the bare minimum, this athlete should be banned from the rest of the season, maybe all sports. I want to make this a life lesson like it was for me, even though this is a little bit more extensive. I want to look into his past. Were there past moments where he had bigger anger and issues than this? So it could go down deeper. If this was a one-time incident, listen, he needs to be dealt with in the proper manner. I don't know right now. At the bare minimum, I would ban him from all sports for the rest of the year and try to get his life back on track.
That's a great point. I think, again, there's nuance here, right? No one's condoning his behavior, but to Jeff's point, if there's a pattern of behavior, then there should be some sort of stiffer penalty. If this is a one-time thing, if there's something going on in his life, of course, still severe consequences, but perhaps maybe look into what could actually help this kid.
And I would argue Jeff is living proof that if you get a hold of this, you identify it, and you start working towards it, you can be a functional, highly functional member of society with a family.